ancient rituals involving smudging with sacred herbs not only would eradicate negative energies, but also bring this sense of balance and positive vibrations to your space. Well, today let's talk about it. I'm going to give you a few different herbs and resins that you can start working with to eradicate those negative energies in and around you, and to just bring a sense of calmness and protection and balance to your space. Go ahead and grab yourself some tea, grab yourself some water, and let's dive into this. Let's go. So I want to start with just talking about smudging. So smudging, it originates from like different indigenous cultures and spiritual traditions, most commonly associated with Native American traditions. I would advise that you always approach these practices with a sensitivity to the culture and respect. If this is new to you, if you're not quite sure where to start, you can definitely reach out to me, or you can reach out to another practitioner or an elder that has familiarity with whichever tradition that you're interested in diving into and understanding how to use these sacred herbs when smudging and cleansing your space. So let's tap into copal. So copal is a resin that's derived from several trees. So the term copal is used to describe resinous substances from different tree species. And these different varieties of trees are found all over the world. Copal, it tends to have this like sweet aroma, and it creates a positive and uplifting vibe in your area, in your space. Frankincense. Now, frankincense, I really like frankincense. I use frankincense a lot in my energy bodywork session. I use it a lot in my home, especially when I want to lift my mood, or I want to set like a tranquil type of energy. And that's another thing that you have to be mindful of when you are smudging, is that not only do these different sacred herbs and resins have their own properties and benefits and superpowers, but you have your own superpowers. And one of them is the fact that you can set intention upon why you're using these herbs and what benefits you are looking to receive from these herbs. That's why it's super important, if you've never really worked with these before, to seek out some type of guidance before you tap into these really, really sacred spiritual practices and traditions. So frankincense is native to the regions of the Arabian Peninsula and northeastern Africa. It also is known to clear out negative energy and create a sacred space, a tranquil environment or atmosphere. Like I said, I really like to use this in my own personal space because it either, depending on what it is I'm using it for, it does either lift my mood, perfect for in the mornings, but then I also like to use it at night because it really can bring all of the excitement and the stimulation of the day. It can kind of bring all that back down to a very tranquil place and space for me. So next I want to talk about myrrh. Now myrrh has a very, very it has a rich history in spiritual practices and spiritual habits and religious rituals. Like when it comes to the Bible, like you hear about frankincense and you hear about myrrh in the Bible. And it has a very deep-rooted history in spiritual practices and religious beliefs. Myrrh is also native to the Arabian Peninsula and the northeastern Africa region. Now myrrh has this like earthy scent. It has like a grounding property. When I use myrrh, I feel very connected to the present moment. I also use myrrh during the winter seasons a lot, because in my mind and the way that I kind of go about my different spiritual practices is during the winter seasons, everything's dying, right? Also, there are versions of me that I'm choosing to let go of as well. And so when I use myrrh, there is this true connection for me of like clearing out energies within myself that I am realizing are no longer able to operate in my life based on where I'm going. So I love myrrh, and myrrh is very sweet. I feel like myrrh is like this hug from a grandmother. It literally feels like that to me. Myrrh will also help you feel more centered and just grounded to the earth. It's it's also kind of like a hug from the earth as well. So yeah, myrrh is great for just wanting to feel grounded. And then, also if you feel like, you're wanting to get rid of some things and some ideas, or you're ready to rewrite some scripts in your life and you need to shed away things and dead weight that are holding you down, I feel like myrrh is a great sacred herb or oil or resin to work with in doing that type of spiritual work. Next, I want to talk about sage. So now sage, I believe, is overused in my personal opinion. I feel like it's overproduced in my personal opinion. I feel like everyone just goes running to the store to go get a bundle of sage and thinks that that's going to fix everything. But the thing about sage is that some of these energies that you're trying to rid, they love sage. Some of these energies you're trying to rid, they love frankincense. So there is this sense of, this is where the sensitivity to the spiritual practices and the traditions of the burning of these sacred herbs is, you have to have a respect. You have to have guidance, and either tapping into your intuition, asking an elder or a practitioner, or asking your angels and your guides to show you the way, show you the path in which you need to take to accomplish what you're trying to accomplish is so important, so important. So when it comes to sage, white sage is native to North America. And it does hold a significant spiritual and medicinal value in our society and within the sacred space. It is used in ceremonies and to just create a sacred space. And honestly, sage has been used for centuries upon centuries. And I feel like I was saying, I just personally feel like at this point in time, it's overused because it's just so mainstream. And yeah, that's why I wanted to make this video, because we have to expand ourselves. We have to expand our knowledge and know that there are other things that we can use to really get to where we want to go. So then you have cedar. Oh, and then one other thing about sage, for those that aren't familiar with sage, which I'm sure everyone is, sage has a very strong and distinct earthy smell as well. Some people find it super intense, and yeah, it's a very intense smell. I personally like the smell of sage, but I don't really use sage a whole lot anymore. Next is cedar. Cedar is native to various regions across the world. For example, there's North America, there's Europe, and then there's Asia. So when burning cedar, it's usually used from trees, white cedar trees in North America. So when you get cedar from the metaphysical stores or you order it online, 9 times out of 10, it's come from a white cedar tree from North America. Cedar is also believed to provide purification of the space and protection. Some indigenous traditions, they use cedar to drive away bad spirits and to invite positive influence. It really is a beautiful sacred herb to promote balance. It really can just kind of help you center yourself and just bring that balance back to your space and to your person. Next, I have sweetgrass, and sweetgrass is also native to North America, and it's usually found in cooler climates. So like the northern areas of North America or even Canada. It is associated with positive healing vibes. So when you burn sweetgrass, it has this sweet aroma to it, which is believed to attract good energy, good vibes. Good vibes. It is believed to attract good energy, good vibes, and invoke blessings. It is a beautiful, beautiful herb to use. One of the things I like to use with sweetgrass, or how I like to use it, is after maybe using Palo Santo, or even if I were to use sage, because to me sage kind of neutralizes the energy. Sometimes you need to come back with something else to now infuse the space with what it is that you want to feel, what energies you want to invoke, what energies you want to experience. And so after maybe using sage, or using myrrh, or using copal or Palo Santo, you can use some sweetgrass, and that is going to promote positive energies and attract good spirits. It's, going to invoke those beautiful blessings. And then lastly, I have lavender. Lavender, we all know about lavender. You can go to the grocery store and pick up lavender essential oil. Sometimes you can even go to different markets. I know here where I live, there's a couple of markets around here where you can go pick up the lavender plant. And so lavender is native to the Mediterranean regions, northern African regions, and parts of Western Asia. It is used globally for its aromatic and medicinal properties. It isn't typically used in Native American practices, but however, it really has gained popularity over an extended period of time in like your holistic practices. You may smell lavender when you go and do, community yoga, or you may smell lavender when you go to the chiropractor or when you're getting a massage. So it's definitely grown its popularity in the more holistic practices that we have today. And of course, we all know that lavender is associated with calmness and peace and relaxation. Like, just talking about lavender just kind of makes you smile and think about maybe going to sleep. With my babies, when my kids were babies, and even still to this day, I use lavender a lot. When my daughter was an infant, I would literally use lavender every single night in her diffuser, along with some other different herbs and in oils and stuff like that, to just kind of help her, calm down. She was a very active baby. She still is a very active toddler. And so to just kind of calm her nervous system down and just bring a little bit of peace to her environment. Lavender, when burned, it can promote an enhanced spiritual clarity as well, because it really does calm the nervous system and allow for you to receive messages and downloads from the spiritual realm. And honestly, that is what I have for you. But one of the things that I specifically want to close out with is that please remember, when you are smudging and you are setting intention of ridding negative energies and you're wanting to put back in positive energies, it is important. Open up doors, open up windows. You have to give space. You have to give room for these unwanted energies to leave and to invite what you're wanting in. So that is what I have for you. I hope that you found this video helpful and insightful. Please feel free to ask questions. You can comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video. Share it if you feel called to. And until we come together again, I send you peace, I send you light, and I send you love. And until next time, bye.